All right, we're getting some breaking news that we've been following over the last hour with a Trump administration official confirming that about 5% of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are being let go. That agency includes the National Weather Service. They work together to put together sometimes life-saving forecasts for severe weather threats, like hurricanes, for instance, wildfires, all the things that we've been experiencing over the last who knows how long. Bill Karins joining us now with more on this. So our own Garrett Haake confirming this information. Now, I know in the last hour we said we hadn't got confirmation from the White House on this yet, but they are telling Garrett that meteorologists are in fact being spared. Is this largely spared? Okay, so walk us through what you know. Okay.
Yeah, so we're roughly talking about an agency that has about 12,000 employees. This is NOAA. They're in charge of researching and giving you information about your skies, your oceans, and a lot of the critical details that you get, are what we call mission essential. That means protecting your life, giving you the information that you need in case of hurricanes, in case of tornadoes. So they have all these different departments, like the National Hurricane Center, the Storm Prediction Center, which does the tornadoes. For flooding, we have the Weather Prediction Center. And all of these positions that were limited are mostly the probationary positions. Those are people that have gotten the job within the last year or have gotten a promotion in the last year. And those are the ones that have lost their jobs. Now, the administration says that they were trying to do their best to spare as many of these mission essential roles as possible, but not all. I've already seen, one person from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center has lost their job, and they say they were in a critical mission for seismic monitoring. I've also seen people that have lost their jobs from local National Weather Service offices. So wow. So now the million-dollar question is it going to hurt you and me? Is it going to hurt us when we get our life-saving information, when we have tornadoes heading your way, you get the warnings on your phone? Is it going to affect the forecast on your phone? Because what a lot of people don't realize is that all the data that's gathered for weather in our country is then given out for free. You can get it for free. I can get it for free. All the private weather companies that you get your, whatever weather app you choose on your phone, they get that information for free from our government. So if that information is not as good anymore, then our forecast won't be as good. And if we don't have the correct people in the right positions, with enough experience for tornadoes and hurricanes and other things, we could put lives at risk. And that's the question here is, that 5%, how much of a difference are we going to notice and at what expense?
So what does this mean, though? How is it going to affect us? Because, yes, we talk about life and death. I mean, I remember covering so many weather events. It's about the economy. It's about people's homes. It's about people's belongings. It's about, schooling. We can go on and on. Hospitals. Think about all the things that have been affected by these weather events. But let me push back on this one thing. Who's to say that if these people aren't necessarily mission essential, I know you said you have one person, for instance.
Some, yes.
That it would make the product worse. It would lessen the product.
Well, there are positions that aren't so-called mission essential for protecting lives immediately. And, the administration would say almost all the climate scientists would go into that group. And that was what was expected for the climate part of NOAA to be just chopped and diced and thrown to the side. But this was more of a broad cut across the entire NOAA and National Weather Service spectrum. And so, we have to wait and see just how much that affects and how much public information we're not going to get now that we normally would. We'll have to find out more in the days ahead. And this is what is said to be just the beginning, that there's likely going to be more cuts.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.